Morning, everyone. This month we're going to look at maybe what we could do individually to support transformation on planet Earth. And we're all a part of this mosaic of life. And to begin to understand the part that we play and the part that we can play, it's important to understand that. The title, USA Today, this isn't from the newspaper. This is coming on down from Spirit. So bear with Spirit because it's different, you know, that we can look at things differently. And, you know, like, I love America. I'm going to stand for it. I love America. It's a beautiful country, and it's got a beautiful intention. It was created, why it was created and everything. And that song, it perfectly sent out the light, sent out the love. That's why we were created. That is why the United States was created. And so here's some history. Some of you may be aware of this, but some may not. But it's a part of our history of who we really are and why we were created. America is a mystical nation, which was the intention of our founding fathers, the colonial Freemasons, Rosicrucians, and astrologers who perceived the harmonies of the universe and based their dream for America on esoteric codes, patterns of harmony, of astrology and numerology. And the founding fathers didn't have a vision of man. Spirit had given them a vision of what man could be. And if you look at the energy and the sounds, the signs, the numbers on all of the seal of the United States and things like that, it's all symbolism of who we are to be. And it's beautiful to get to understand that. The birth chart of the United States was carefully chosen to give the newborn nation the Cancerian sun sign of its chosen birth date, July 4th, 1776. So Cancer is our sun sign as a country, for the purpose of instilling the cultural historic traditions inherent in the moon-ruled sign of Cancer. The birth date was chosen by these wise men was one with the ruler of the Cancer sun sign, the moon, in the astrological sign of Aquarius. So Aquarius is our moon sign, Cancer is our sun sign, Aquarius is our moon sign, blessing America with Aquarian ideas of tolerance, brotherhood, and sisterhood, a strain of genius, and the progressive, intuitive qualities of Aquarius. The moon rules the emotions. In this way did our forefathers plan that the emotions of America's people would mature in time to match the powerful vibrations of the approaching Aquarian age they knew as astrologers would be the next age on Earth, so that the America might lead the world in truth and light during the Golden Age. So that's kind of a history and foundation that we're really not taught about our country. And what I like about metaphysical is like, it's up to us sometimes to take that step to go beyond, to go a little bit deeper, to get understanding. Because we've all seen on our dollar bill the pyramid with an eye on that, and what is that? Did you see? But you can go a little bit deeper and find out the symbology and where it comes from, what it really means. And so like our country was created on these ideals. And it was a few men to kind of like set these ideals on paper, we say in stone, but they're always changing, you know, for that purpose. And we've entered into the Aquarian age. Our country, 249 years old, Friday. And it's been a journey. It's been a journey. And what's really cool is to begin to understand that it is a journey. Life is a journey. And our country has been on a journey. We, the people, have been on a journey, and we're all growing and evolving spiritually with the intention of spreading that light, spreading that love of who we are on the planet. When they sat down and started writing core beliefs, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their Creator, God, with certain unalienable rights, that among them are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, aren't those windows or doors that we can shine our light out through? Because if we don't have life, we're not shining. And if we're fear-based, we're not shining. And if we're not pursuing what would make us genuinely happy or fulfilled, we're not going to shine. So just the basic understanding, some of these words, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, these are our God-given rights. And we aren't to give them away to anyone. And we're not to let anyone take them away from us. And as this country began with these tenets or this core vibration, it's been an inspiration to a lot of countries in the world where people were seeking freedom and the ability to live the life they were born to live. But in our hearts, if we go within our hearts and tap into that energy, this is why we were created. This is our intention. This is who we are. Unalienable rights inherent within all of us. We all seek life, we all seek liberty, and we all seek happiness. It's within us, it's who we are, it's our nature. And then even deeper within our nature, we're spirit. We are the creator, sons and daughters of God to make it happen. But we got to stand up and let the light shine. Let our light shine out into the world, to our family, to our world family. So are we availing ourselves to these divine rights? That's the question that we ask ourselves, you see? Are we making freedom available to ourselves, where sometimes people feel imprisoned by life, jobs, people, things like that, when it's our right to be free. So if we find ourselves not experiencing that energy, then it's for us to go a little bit deeper. Why am I feeling this way? What thought, belief, identity am I holding that limits my ability to be a free expression of who I am, my light? The right to enjoy equality and fair justice. And don't we all just want to be treated fairly? I'm going to ask that question, then you answer it out loud. Don't we all just want to be treated fairly? Yes! See, we got a resounding yes. We all want to be treated fairly. And that's not asking too much, is it? It's not asking nothing. It's our unalienable right. And if we want that, it behooves us to want that for all of life. You see? That lets our light shine and lets the light grow brighter on our planet. So it just naturally beacons out. And we all want to be happy. We want to be happy. And happiness, the right to choose one's path in life. The right to choose one's path in life for personal fulfillment. That's a big one. That was one of the big steps that the people came for, so they could pursue their own happiness, to not be locked into a caste system of servitude or some form of slavery, pursuing what makes us happy. And we're beginning to see that more and more as we've turned the last, maybe 50 years, 100 years. We really have broken those shackles of the past. And it's almost like letting go. And this is a beautiful gift that creating America, a new nation was, is that we came here and created something new. Because every place else started out with kings and queens or leaders or emperors or whatever. And there definitely was a system going on. And so along with their systems, they had all their beliefs, ideology, what they believed to be true about life. So here's this little upstart nation, everybody coming from a different place. We're a nation of immigrants. So we're not bringing this, well, people did, they brought their own little pocket with them, but then that's why they call America the melting pot. What we're supposed to do is melt, so we can blend and harmonize with everyone else, the differences of everyone else. To acknowledge them and recognize them. Oh, I see your light. I don't understand it. Hey, talk to me. Share with me, help me understand. And so what we do is we're in the process, and you know what? They had an idea, the founding fathers had an idea, but they had no vision of what it could look like. And don't we find ourselves sometimes in that position? When we have a new idea or ideal we want to put into our life expression, we might not know what it's going to look like exactly or how it's going to work out. But to begin to hold fast to the truth, who am I? I am that spiritual son, daughter of God, co-creator. And when we follow that guidance, that's what allows the light to flow through us. And that's what manifests into our reality. We created a new nation that inspired lots of nations. We created a new identity. And it's really neat because this is a good play on words. We so identify with our identity, don't we? But identity is important, you know? It gives us a sense of self. And I was watching surfing the other day, and I was watching, like, this week there's been lots of patriotic shows on. And so it was Washington, and he was leading these troops into a battle or something, you know, and one of the soldiers said, yeah, we're the militia of Virginia. He goes, what? We are the Army of the United States of America. You see? Identity. That's how important identity. They were the Army of the United States of America, i.e. represent an ideal. This life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. That's what they were fighting for. They weren't fighting for Virginia or Massachusetts or whatever. See, right off the bat, it was like a beautiful thing I got to see. No, you're not the militia of Virginia. You are the Army of the United States of America. Give identity. That identity is what allowed this conglomeration of differences to create one force, one energy, one direction to manifest that new ideal. Once we begin to let go of who we think we are and what others have told us who we are, and our history, our ancestor worship and all that, to bring us right into the now. What am I feeling now? Has anyone ever told you, hey, you should be happy? Oh, really? Do you know what makes me happy? You say, we think we know what makes people happy from past patterns, experiences, reason, logic, all this man stuff. You see? What makes us happy? What makes us happy is allowing ourselves to flow our energy freely. You see what I'm saying? It allows the light to flow. That's what makes us happy, because that is who we are. And when we are who we are, it's being. And within being is all the words we could ever think of. So this reality, this new nation, was really establishing a path of love. If I can give myself freedom, surely I can give others freedom. If I can pursue my happiness, I can allow others to pursue theirs. Things like that, allowing the light and love to flow. That's supporting the spiritual expression, manifestation of who we are, this country. Our country is divinely created, and it's beyond our comprehension. We get glimpses every now and then, and people come and share insights with us and things like that. But there's this big game going on. But to understand our part, that's what's powerful and empowering at the same time. We evolve spiritually when we develop courage to love. And usually if we give ourselves courage to love, doesn't it mean we have to make some kind of change? Because we want to be loved, but it might not agree with someone else. I love myself enough to support my unique characteristic, you see? I love myself enough to tell old man jokes. I'm not going to tell you right now, but I tell them because they're cool. At this moment in time for me, you know. I might not have been an old man that many times, so I'm going to enjoy it now. Okay. Courage to love. Up-leveling our consciousness of love. See, that's the process we're in right now. We're up-leveling our consciousness to love. What is love? Do you see? Love isn't just doing. Love is accepting. Up-level what we think love is. So if we up-level our consciousness, what we do is we open up our heart. And we allow the light and love to flow from our heart. And that's the information. That's the information. We live in the information age. This is quantum physics. Everything's information now. Everything is information. Our body knows how to decode more information than we're aware of. If we allow ourselves to be open, to allow our light to flow, it not only serves us, but it serves the whole, because we're in this together. The world today is in the midst of unprecedented turmoil and change. Agree? And yet there's a recognition of a global spiritual awakening. Agree? We can see everything happening, but we can see a shift. We can see people start choosing differently, and maybe altruistically. So we've got all this going on. This is what's going on. It's a shift in perception. We stand at the precipice of change. We humans are moving out of one experience and entering into a new world. I'm seasoned. I can see it. Change is good. Change is good as long as we remember to take with us in our change our love and our light. Because that's what allows us to understand the change that's happening, not only to us, but to the world around us. When we seek to see the future in store for us, we don't see what the future will be. When we seek to see the future that's in store for us, we don't see what the future will be because it hasn't been created yet. We can look around and see what's happening and make an educated guess. We create our tomorrows today. So if we're paying attention today in our unique love and light expressing freely, we are going to get the divine guidance, impetus, and take those action steps to begin that creative process. At the end of all my sessions, I talk to people, we're talking to say, okay, go. No, I'll go, keep your vision high and keep moving forward. Keep your vision high and keep moving forward. See, what got man into this precarious position is looking back all the time. What did our ancestors do? Then we do that, and what do? The same thing our ancestors did. See, the purpose of the Founding Fathers coming in to kind of like cut that ancestor stuff. We're creating new. And we've just been battling with it. In our country, look at, when we started out, we finally woke up a little bit, but then we freed the slaves. Took us 100 years. Oh, let's recognize women. They have the right to vote. Oh, that's pretty cool. You see, it's birth and then growth process our country's going through. And we're not done yet. We're going to keep growing. Every day we can look at, that's what that chaos, turmoil, and change is all about. But to begin to understand, where is it leading us to? Do you see? Greater good. That spiritual understanding that we all seek. So, the future hasn't been decided yet. You know who decides it? We do. We do. Individually and collectively. That's responsibility. It's not a four-letter word. Here's an old saying. If we stay in the path we are following, we'll end up where we're going. Hey, that's pretty cool. If we stay on the path where we're going, we're going to end up. See? Where we're going. So now we make some educated guesses here. Hey, do I want to keep going on the path I'm going? Or do I want to change? And that's what all the new ideas and concepts are coming from now. Hey, we might need to look at this a little bit. We don't have any more clean water on the planet. Or air. Or food. Maybe this megatons of wheat we're growing isn't healthy for us. Look and change. Change is good. It can allow us to evolve consciously, to live the life we were born to live, to be able to express that light I am. Giving ourselves permission. So, how many of you want to end up where we're going? I don't. How's that? I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna be real brave. I'm a brave one. So, lightning comes down. You say, in my heart, I seek greater for life on planet Earth. I think we could do better. Not judging, just observing. Do you see? And if we begin to just individually take a breath, and ask ourselves, like, what could I do in my life to give me life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness? Allows your light to go out greater, to feed us all, inspire us all, lift us all, free us all. The entire human race is going through a transformation in consciousness right now. And it's not hard to see. Sometimes we got to take the blinders off. The blinders that we let someone else put on us. It starts with us, awakened. So when I was writing this out, okay, USA Today, I don't want that. Okay, US, us, awakened today. Us awakened today. Awaken to that little piece of history that's not really revealed to a lot of people. Understand, what is our country's true intention? What is my true intention for being here? What do I want to do? What do I want to be? It's up to me. And we choose that. So to look at the way we're thinking, is it spiritually motivated or materially motivated? That'll give us some answers right there, and then we make a choice. When we begin to follow the path of life, love, we transform our love and our life to begin to manifest love and wisdom through our choices. Manifesting wisdom and love through our choices, we create a new culture. Going within, changing the way we think about ourselves and anyone else or anything else, and then changing our behavior. It begins with us, changing our thoughts and our behavior. We begin to tap into the epigenetic nature of life. Epigenetics guides our genes. That's where the change begins in humanity, not by wars. It's the peripheral that's going on, that as we all go within, what can I change about the way I think about anything? We change that. Our cells, our genes hear that and begins a process of transformation. And then when we act on it, that anchors it in to begin to participate conscious transformation. Let's go within. Let's close our eyes and just breathe. And as you breathe in, ask that God's love fill you once again. I ask to feel your love, Father. Hear those words echoing from your heart. I ask to feel your love, Father. And just breathe and feel. I ask to feel your love. And just breathe and feel that gentle energy moving through your body. And now from your heart, ask, I ask to know your love. I ask to know your love. And just breathe and allow that frequency to move through you, expanding awareness. I ask to know your love. And then ask, I ask to be your love. I ask to be your love. And just breathe. I ask to be your love. And a vision or a word or a thought or an idea may pop into your consciousness, giving you information of what that could look like. I ask to be your love. Ask and you shall receive. So just breathe. I ask to feel. I ask to know. I ask to be. Feel your energy, your unique vibration, your gift to the planet at this moment in time. Breathe. And in your heart, say to yourself, I love you. I love you. And just allow that energy to ripple out through your sphere of consciousness, your identity, your knowing. Breathe and feel. Gently open your eyes. Glad to be on planet Earth at this moment in time, right? Right. Transformation. How's that? So, this is the great work we came to do. We remember it more and more each day. It begins with each of us to continue this never-ending story. We can do this. And they said, Yea, God.